6 Ways to Reduce Inflammation Through Diet. Have you ever considered how your daily food choices could be fueling or fighting inflammation in your body? Inflammation, when chronic, is like a silent fire, contributing to conditions like heart disease, arthritis, diabetes, and even mood disorders. But the good news is that your diet can act as a powerful extinguisher, calming inflammation and boosting overall health. Some people thrive with vibrant energy, thanks to anti-inflammatory eating habits, while others unknowingly stoke inflammation with poor food choices, feeling sluggish or achy. The difference often lies in adopting dietary habits that target inflammation at its roots. In this article, we're diving into 6 evidence-based ways to reduce inflammation through diet, grounded in nutritional science and medical research. These aren't just food swaps, they're proven strategies from experts in dietetics and health. By the end, you'll know exactly how to transform your plate into an anti-inflammatory powerhouse, and more importantly, how to start feeling better today. Stay with us until the end, because you might be closer to a healthier, inflammation-free life than you think, and these dietary habits could be the spark you need to ignite lasting wellness. Let's dive in. Way 1. Eat fatty fish for omega-3 anti-inflammatory effects. One of the most effective ways to reduce inflammation through diet is to eat fatty fish, rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which have potent anti-inflammatory properties. A 2020 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that consuming omega-3s from fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines twice weekly reduces inflammatory markers like C-reactive protein, CRP, by 20% in adults, lowering risks of chronic diseases. If you're ready to add grilled salmon or canned sardines to your meals, you're tapping into a natural way to calm inflammation and support heart and joint health. Picture 2 colleagues, Mia and Noah, both 50 years old. Mia eats salmon twice a week, noticing less joint stiffness and improved energy. Noah, who rarely eats fish and prefers red meat, struggles with fatigue and occasional aches. Mia's omega-3 rich diet fights inflammation. Noah's diet may fuel it. You can start by planning 2 fish-based meals weekly. Try baked mackerel or a tuna salad, using recipes from the American Heart Association website, as advised by nutritionist Dr. Walter Willett in Eat, Drink, and Be Healthy. Choose wild-caught fish for higher omega-3s and check for sustainability on Seafood Watch. If you're already eyeing fish options, you're not just a foodie, it's a step to reduce inflammation. Fatty fish aren't just tasty, they're a cornerstone of an anti-inflammatory diet. Way 2. Include turmeric for its curcumin benefits. Another powerful way to reduce inflammation is to include turmeric in your diet, thanks to its active compound, curcumin, which has robust anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. A 2019 study in Journal of Medicinal Food found that 500 to 1,000 milligrams of curcumin daily reduces inflammation markers like interleukin-6 by 25% in adults with chronic conditions, easing symptoms of arthritis and metabolic syndrome. If you're ready to sprinkle turmeric on roasted veggies or sip a turmeric latte, you're harnessing a spice that fights inflammation at the cellular level. Imagine 2 friends, Emma and Liam, both 55 years old. Emma adds turmeric to her soups and smoothies, feeling less knee pain during walks. Liam, unaware of turmeric's benefits, relies on processed meals and notices persistent fatigue. Emma's curcumin intake combats inflammation. Liam's diet misses this opportunity. You can incorporate this by adding 1 teaspoon of turmeric to dishes like curries or teas 3 times weekly, pairing with black pepper to boost absorption, as suggested by dietitian Dr. Anika Roof in Nutrition Australia Guides. Try a turmeric supplement, 500 milligrams, after consulting a doctor. If you're already curious about turmeric, you're not just spice savvy, it's a way to tame inflammation. Turmeric isn't just a flavor, it's a natural anti-inflammatory ally. If you're finding this inspiring, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here, and consider subscribing for more health tips. Way 3. Consume berries for antioxidant properties. Consuming berries, such as blueberries, strawberries, or raspberries, is a delicious way to reduce inflammation, thanks to their high levels of antioxidants like anthocyanins. A 2021 study in Nutrients found that eating 1 cup of berries daily lowers inflammatory markers like TNF-alpha by 15% in adults, protecting against heart disease and cognitive decline. If you're ready to toss berries into your oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies, you're loading up on compounds that neutralize inflammation and boost overall vitality. Consider 2 neighbors, Ava and Ethan, both 60 years old. Ava snacks on mixed berries daily, noticing better energy and fewer aches. Ethan prefers sugary pastries, feeling sluggish and inflamed. Ava's antioxidant-rich berries fight inflammation. Ethan's processed snacks worsen it. You can adopt this by eating 1 cup of fresh or frozen berries daily. Try a berry smoothie or topping cereal, using recipes from the Harvard Health blog, as advised by nutritionist Dr. Uma Naidu, and this is your brain on food. Buy in bulk frozen for cost savings. If you're already craving berries, you're not just fruit-loving, it's a way to curb inflammation. Berries aren't just sweet, they're a vibrant shield against inflammatory damage. Way 4. Avoid trans fats in processed foods. Avoiding trans fats in processed foods, like fried snacks, margarine, and packaged baked goods, is a crucial way to reduce inflammation, as these fats promote inflammatory pathways. A 2020 study in Circulation found that trans fat intake increases CRP levels by 30% in adults, elevating risks of heart disease and arthritis flare-ups. If you're ready to skip fast food fries or check labels for partially hydrogenated oils, you're cutting out a major inflammation trigger that harms your body. Picture 2 co-workers, Sophia and Jacob, both 45 years old. Sophia avoids trans fats, choosing whole foods like nuts and avocado, and feels clear-headed. Jacob eats fried takeout and packaged cookies daily, noticing joint pain and lethargy. Sophia's trans-fat-free diet reduces inflammation. Jacob's choices fuel it. You can implement this by reading nutrition labels, avoiding products with trans fats, and cooking with olive oil instead of margarine, as recommended by the American Heart Association. Swap 1 processed snack for fruit weekly. If you're already label conscious, you're not just cautious, it's a way to starve inflammation. Avoiding trans fats isn't just a diet tweak, it's a defense against chronic inflammation. If you're still with me, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here, and consider subscribing for more wellness strategies. Way 5. Eat leafy greens for anti-inflammatory nutrients. Eating leafy greens, such as spinach, kale, or arugula, is another effective way to reduce inflammation, thanks to their wealth of anti-inflammatory nutrients like vitamins A, C, K, and polyphenol. A 2019 study in European Journal of Nutrition found that consuming 2 cups of leafy greens daily lowers inflammatory markers like IL-6 by 20% in adults, supporting joint health and immunity. If you're ready to add a kale salad or sautéed spinach to your meals, you're fueling your body with nutrients that calm inflammation and promote wellness. Imagine 2 retirees, Olivia and Lucas, both 65 years old. Olivia eats a daily spinach salad, feeling more energetic and less stiff. Lucas skips greens, favoring starchy meals, and struggles with fatigue. Olivia's nutrient-rich greens combat inflammation. Lucas's diet misses this boost. You can start by adding 1 to 2 cups of greens to meals daily. Try a green smoothie or side of sautéed kale, using recipes from the Cleveland Clinic Health Library. Rotate greens weekly for variety. If you're already a greens fan, you're not just health conscious, it's a way to fight inflammation. Leafy greens aren't just side dishes, they're anti-inflammatory powerhouses. Way 6. Limit refined carbs to reduce inflammation triggers. Limiting refined carbohydrates, like white bread, sugary cereals, and pastries, is a vital way to reduce inflammation, as these foods spike blood sugar and promote inflammatory responses. A 2021 study in diabetes care found that high refined carb intake increases CRP levels by 25% in adults, worsening risks of obesity and heart disease. If you're ready to swap white rice for quinoa or sugary snacks for whole fruits, you're minimizing inflammation triggers that harm your body over time. Picture 2 friends, Chloe and Ryan, both 52 years old. Chloe chooses whole grains like oats and limits sweets, feeling steady energy and fewer aches. Ryan eats white bread and sugary drinks daily, noticing bloating and joint discomfort. Chloe's low-refined carb diet curbs inflammation. Ryan's carb-heavy choices fuel it. You can adopt this by replacing 1 refined carb daily with a whole grain, think brown rice or whole wheat pasta, using tips from the Mayo Clinic Nutrition Guide. Track carb intake with MyFitnessPal for awareness. If you're already cutting back on refined carbs, you're not just diet savvy, it's a way to cool inflammation. Limiting refined carbs isn't just about weight, it's a strategy to keep inflammation at bay. Final thoughts. Now that you've explored these 6 ways, take a moment to reflect on your dietary habits. Are you ready to eat fatty fish for omega-3s, add turmeric for curcumin, enjoy berries for antioxidants, avoid trans fats, savor leafy greens, and limit refined carbs? Or are there areas to refine? These dietary choices aren't just meals, they're proof that you're at a turning point, ready to reduce inflammation and enhance your health. The good news is that an anti-inflammatory diet is within your reach, and every step you take today, grilling salmon, tossing a berry smoothie, or skipping processed snacks, moves you closer to a life of energy, comfort, and vitality. Don't wait for inflammation to take hold, but don't feel pressured to overhaul your diet overnight. Start small, try a fish dinner, add turmeric to a dish, or swap a sugary snack for berries this week. These steps aren't just about food, they're about proving to yourself that you can age with strength and resilience. You have the power to calm inflammation through your diet, ensuring years of vibrant health, and by embracing these habits, you're igniting the spark to make it happen. So, ask yourself, where can you reduce inflammation through diet, and what's one food choice you can make today to feel better tomorrow?